afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Age's Left Forecast, and welcome back to the video, guys. Sorry for uploading a bit later today. I had a couple plans, a haircut, and all that stuff. But yeah, guys, this is going to be an update on the severe weather for parts of the Northeast and then parts of the South Central, including Ohio Valley. So we have those same areas from yesterday and the past couple of days that will get the severe weather, as it's going to move up, starting in South Central, then finish off into the Northeast. So yeah, before we start to this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I really appreciate it, and we're on the road to 10,000. We've been gaining subscribers pretty fast in the past couple weeks. Really appreciate that, guys. And yeah, so we're going to be taking a look at the active alerts right now like we usually do. So we're going to have flood watches all over the Northeast. We don't have any severe thunderstorm watches or warnings, no tornado watches, no flood warnings. All we have is flood watches. As so far it's looking pretty calm in the Northeast for the next couple of hours, and then it's going to start intensifying. And later on today, we could see some of those warnings start to go in effect for the Northeast. That's going to be parts of the Ohio area all the way to the New Jersey area, and then all over from the Midwest to the South Central. We do have flood warnings in these light green colors, and then we have flood advisories in the lighter green colors right here. So that's basically all we have so far. Not really a lot of action right now, but we can see some severe thunderstorms start forming later on today. So this is the radar for the Northeast the past couple hours. So again, guys, we're not having much severe weather anyways. We're just having light to moderate rain right now. We can see the only severe weather for parts of the West Virginia area, but not going to be a huge threat. But this will all change as these bands right here will start to get into more into severe, and then possibly bring damaging winds and more tornado reports. But right now, nothing to worry about, as we only have flood watches for the reason that we're getting light to moderate rain in northern Pennsylvania, and then we're having possibly later in the next couple hours, we're going to have some severe weather into the West Virginia area. So you're all going to see this in the next couple radar areas. But for the Midwest now, or in the Ohio Valley, we do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings or anything. We have some severe weather for the southern Kentucky and northern Nashville area, or the northern Tennessee area. Guys, this is the past couple hours. This is not the future. This is the past couple hours. And then we've had some light to moderate rain, very heavy rain actually, possibly in the Louisville area. But again, no big chances for severe weather right now. And then we go to South Central. That's where we can start seeing the severe weather. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, in effect for the part of western Texas. We're actually going to have very strong thunderstorms in the next couple hours into the Houston and parts of Louisiana. But we're going to start seeing these thunderstorms start to get a bit bigger. Now, this is the one we need to worry about right now. It's the Northeast. It's not going to really get intensified in the next couple hours, though. Alright, guys, so we're going to be taking a look at the parts of the plains in the Ohio Valley. So the next hour or so, we're really going to have these strong storms. Oops, I don't want my highlighter. Let me get it back. Alright, so we're really going to have some very strong storms for the northwestern part of Illinois. Possibly bring some very strong storms there, and possibly large hail and tornadoes. That can bring some light to moderate rain for the Chicago area, but mostly into the south Chicago area. And then we're going to have scattered bands into the Ohio Valley area, and then possibly a scattered band for the Madison, Wisconsin area. And some of these can be very severe, like possibly very severe thunderstorms near the Toledo area, and then possibly near the southern part of Indiana. And then possibly we're going to have this system from the South Central bringing some possibly flooding rain into the Missouri and Illinois area, and that will start to go away. That will all evaporate very fast, and then we will have it come in another system for the more to the Columbus, Ohio area. Very strong storms for the central part, and that is going to move into the Northeast very quickly as we go later into today. And so you can see it's going to move into the Northeast, and then possibly bring some severe bands after this. Again, later today and early tomorrow, we can have severe bands all over the place, mostly right here, stretching from the Erie, Pennsylvania area to the Indianapolis area. They may be small, guys, but again, size does not matter. It's just depending what is in the band, multi-celled or just celled. But again, the size does not matter. So in the next couple of hours or so, we're going to have some strong bands into the Texas area for parts of the Austin area and parts of Shreveport. And then we're going to have a second band above it. That's going to bring severe weather for the Arkansas area in the next couple of hours. And then that's what it's going to split into two areas right here. We're going to have some severe weather for the southern part of Texas, and then we're going to have flooding rain for the northern part of Arkansas, southern tip of Missouri and Illinois. That's where we're going to have some possible flooding rain there today. And then that's going to move off into the Indiana area. As we go more into the evening hours today, we're going to have very severe weather into the Texas area, especially into the western part of Texas. It may have some smaller bands today, but it could be quite severe. And then we're going to have some more heavy bands later today. So we're going to have another system bring in very strong storms. It's going to start very small, like always it does, and then it's going to get a bit bigger, and then it's going to go away very fast. But it can be severe. We can have some severe weather into the southwestern part of Texas for the next couple hours. Now let's go to the northeast now. So in the northeast, we're going to have in the next couple, I think this in the next 4 hours, we can have some severe weather forming into the Ohio Valley, especially into the part of the eastern part of Ohio. That can possibly bring some severe weather for the Pittsburgh area, and then that will later on bring some more possibly flooding rain to the Columbus, Ohio area. So this is the first one, and then we're gonna have a second one right here. So you can get hit by multiple bands if you live in the Ohio Valley and northern part or northeastern part too. And then we're going to have very strong bands moving into the close north of the Philadelphia area. Very strong bands later today. That we're going to have some possible tornado reports. And then we can have later on some more bands scattered all over parts of the Mid-Atlantic, all the way into the Maryland area to parts of the Kentucky area. And then we can have that second band that's bringing possible heavy rain and possible severe weather to the Pittsburgh area and near the Harrisburg area. And then that will bring some very strong storms as we go later in today, very strong storms into near the New York City area, and possibly some very severe weather into the Philadelphia area. So very big cities can get hit by very severe weather, and then possibly second band that is going to be staying to the northern part of northern part of Pennsylvania, and then we're going to have that smaller band that will affect parts of the Cleveland area, and then parts of the northern part of Pennsylvania. So this may be small band again, guys, and it's going to be very scattered. We're going to have some 1 to 2 little areas that can bring some severe weather, but it's going to be quite severe for many areas into the Mid-Atlantic and Ohio Valley area. We're going to have multiple bands, and then by tomorrow we should have a clear area. So guys, we're going to be taking a look at this storm prediction center, what we have for today. And yes, it's quite bigger for both areas. So for both areas, we have a bigger slight chance. And then for the South Central, we have a bigger slight chance. So sorry guys, it got a bit bigger as we went over overnight, because there are bigger chances now for having severe weather for many of these areas. So for the slight chance, we have a population of 26 million people, including the Mid-Atlantic and parts of the Southwest, the South Central. And so we have Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and Alexandria, Virginia, and Arlington, Virginia. And then we're going to have the El Paso area and the El Paso area into the Texas area. And so basically the summary is just going to have scattered storms, not going to be tremendous and big amount of big bands like we see in the past couple of days. It's going to be quite scattered, honestly. So we're going to have scattered strong storms producing mainly damaging wind gusts are expected across parts of central Appalachians and to mid-Atlantic states through early evening. Scattered severe storms are possible from the eastern New Mexico through south central Texas, mainly late afternoon to evening, with large hail and couple tornadoes as the primary hazards. So again, guys, we saw on the radar, it's not going to be very strong right now. It's going to be coming in more into later today. But let's check out the tornado chances for these areas. So we only have, the good thing is we have a very low chance. So we might only have around maybe 2 to 3 tornado reports by the end of today, and possibly even most at 10. We only have a 5% chance for the Philadelphia area, and then we have a 5% chance for the southwestern part of Texas. And then the green, we have 2% chance, so very low chances today for part of, so possibility of having tornado. And then we go to the wind report, or the wind chances. We have a quite good chance for having a wind probability. We have 15% chance for many areas in the mid-Atlantic and 2 parts of the southwestern part of Texas and New Mexico. So we have, in the 15% chance, we have Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, Arlington, Virginia, and Alexandria, Virginia. So those areas that are in the slight chance. And then we have a 15% chance to the southern part of Texas. And then the hail, we're going to have a lower chance into the we're gonna have a 5% chance in these areas in the brown, including many areas like New York City, Philadelphia, and Indianapolis and Columbus, Ohio, and then we're gonna have San Antonio into the parts of the severe weather into parts of San Antonio, and then we're gonna have a 15% chance into parts of the San Angelo area, and Del Rio, Texas, Midland, Texas, Odessa, Texas, and Roswell, New Mexico. So that's where we can have that. So we're gonna have a population of about 1 million in that area. So we have quite a good chance for having that severe weather. Now let's go to tomorrow. Very low chance for having that severe weather. Just marginal risk for these areas that can get scattered rain showers. So nothing much tomorrow. Last but not least, guys, I'm going to be checking out the Precip now. I was going to show the Cape, but not really any high numbers whatsoever in the values. No high values, so this will be the last one. Not a lot of rain the next couple days. We're going to have just a little area north of the Houston area, possibly bringing 3 inches to 4 inches, and then possibly some severe, or not severe, some possible flooding chances into the parts of Kentucky can get up to 2 inches, and then just a small, very small band into the New England area to the Pennsylvania area that can get up to mostly around 2.5 inches. Again, not going to be a lot of rain with this system. That's going to be very scattered showers, not going to be a huge band like we've seen the past couple of days, but it's going to bring not much rain, as it's just going to come in for the next couple hours and then it'll just disappear, and then we'll have another band that come in and that'll disappear again. We can have multiple bands that can hit multiple areas. So guys, hope you guys like this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates, and yeah, see you guys in the next video.